Hey, welcome back to another edition of The Hot Seat here on the UniTec YouTube channel. Time for another student interview, and this time we're crossing the hall. We're going to graphic arts or graphic communications or graphic options. I guess it just kind of depends on what mood Mr. Warner is in. We have Cooper Sago. He's a senior from North County, second year in the program. Thanks for getting hot seated with us today. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. I am so excited to do this.
I know, I can tell you're just about ready to jump out of your skin right now.
Yeah.
So tell me, what has been your favorite project that you've worked on in class?
It's a little bit difficult to say because every time I feel like, all right, this is my favorite, the next one rolls around and I get really excited about that and I get really happy about that. I think really the one I am liking the most, I think my favorite is the one I'm on right now, which is album design.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's not necessarily the fact that it was a quite tasking process, but I'm just really happy with the results.
Good. Very, very good. Who is someone from another school you've met here at UniTec that you've become friends with?
You're not...
You go to school with her.
Yeah.
She doesn't count.
Well, I don't really...
You don't really like anybody, do you?
I mean, I don't really talk. I mean, most of the people that I interact with is outside of my, is really inside of my circle of the school. So like Mackenzie Wildridge, Madison
She's
Hicks.
cool. Yeah, she's cool.
Connor.
He's cool.
Yeah. I don't really talk about the other kids from this. Bruh.
He's getting a hard way to go off camera. What is the best part of UniTec?
Well, I'm not really sure how exactly it works down on the other side of the tracks, but
The lower hallway, that's the other side of the tracks. I like that.
Yeah. But really, a great part is the relaxed nature of this whole thing.
Sure.
I mean, yes, we do work. Yes,
well, of course we do. We're doing work right now.
This is a classroom, but it's much less of a you're in school, you have to do everything how we say it, and it's also like, just relax and do your thing. And another great thing about it is like the creative freedom. I mean, if you want to do something, you can do it. That's just...
As long as it doesn't hurt anybody else.
Yeah, well, I just mean the aspect of if you want to do... There's no, limits on on what you can cover. You can do all kinds of... You can do horror, you can do horror, you can do fantasy, you can just do anything that you want if you want to do it.
Who is your favorite YouTuber?
Favorite YouTuber? Gosh.
You can give me a couple if it's too hard to pick just one. Do you have some written on your hand?
No.
Oh, okay. So don't forget to mention PewDiePie. I didn't know.
I kind of got into him for a while, but
yeah.
I bounce a lot between YouTubers. I get on one a lot and then I jump off them.
You binge watch them.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Who are you binge watching right now?
I think it's called a girl and her dogs.
Okay.
It's it's just a series of short videos of a dog groomer and going across their experiences with different breeds and all their customers and their experiences.
Excellent, very good. Favorite Little Debbie cake?
All zingers.
Zingers,
the raspberry ones.
Yeah.
Only the raspberry ones.
Okay, no other zinger will do.
No.
Okay. Favorite play you've been in? You're a bit of an actor.
Probably Lizzie Borden.
Lizzie Borden?
Yes.
Did you play the axe in that?
I played the father.
Oh, the father. Oh, so you got chopped, eh?
Yeah.
Nice. Very good.
It was very good because I felt partly because it was the last year for... When I started, I was a freshman, and
That's where most people start, yeah.
Well, I started with this whole group of people, and I mean, they just took me in their arms, and I loved every last one of them.
Good.
And last year was it was the last time that I got to do a play with them, and it was it felt very tragic in a way, but I felt like it was a great note to end on.
Good.
Because I very much liked the character that I played, and I very much liked the play.
Favorite song you've sang in choir? I know there was some confusion yesterday in your class. Some people didn't believe you were in choir. And I thought, well, there's a guy that looks just like Cooper Sago that I filmed at that concert. But, so yeah, you are in choir. What favorite song or favorite performance? Anything like that come to mind?
Really, it's... one song that I really fell in love with was a song called Look Up, Look Down. And it's
Instructional.
I can't really, I mean, a lot of thing about songs is that it's up to personal interpretation.
Sure.
But I've always, but the song is basically about this man who lost his lover in an accident and has just been like walking up and down, look up, look down, looking
Okay.
and watching across the place where the accident happened, like he's stuck in the past.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
What is your favorite school lunch menu item at North County?
Well, if you had asked me, I don't eat lunch. I think it's been like a good several dozen months since I've ate lunch. But if you asked me, probably in middle school or intermediate, I would say those barbecue rib things.
Those Raider ribs.
Yeah, Raider ribs.
Yeah,
It was
Raider ribs.
They would just slap them on a plate, and you would eat them with a fork, and it was great. And they tried to fancy it by putting it on a bun. No, I want the meat, nothing else. And they used, and like at the primary, they did those like sherbet things, and those are great.
Okay. Favorite teacher at North County?
Favorite teacher in North County. Ooh.
You can give me a couple too if it's you don't want to upset one of them.
Well, I think Miss Van Zee, who
Yes.
is the art teacher down there, she's
Heard very good things about her.
Yes, she's amazing, and she's the best art teacher that I've ever experienced in my life. Miss Gentry, who is in charge of the drama club and the plays, she is just very she's very determined to accomplish every single play, and will, I mean, puts a fire under you to get it done.
Good. Now you're in a unique situation. You had both Mr. R and now have Mr. Warner. What's a fond memory you have of Mr. R, Mr. Radosevich? Oh man, my wife's calling right during the interview.
Oh.
That's okay. Go ahead.
So, I think Mr. R and Mr. Warner have are both very different and very similar.
That's yes, very solid.
Mr. R and Mr. Warner were both very laid back. They are they both have very dry senses of humor.
Oh, yes.
They both are they can be very sarcastic. And
yes.
And they can very much tease the students.
Oh yes.
I think one of my, just the moment, maybe not my favorite moment, but just one that always sticks out in my mind is, it was, I think it was probably in the middle of first quarter, and I finally got like a bigger project that a problem that I face now a lot that I didn't really face last year was biting off more than I can chew, and I did that with this one. And I turned it in a little late, and I said I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for it to happen, I said I'm not gonna be able to turn it in today. I'm so sorry. And he just looked at me and said, Cooper, it's fine. He just said it like so dead serious. I'm like, okay. And it was just like, I mean, it was reassuring because I knew that he knew I did good work, and so he wasn't on my back.
Yep. All right, give me a fond memory of Mr. Warner.
Gosh, there's so many.
Right.
I don't think there's any specific thing. I think it's just the whole mass of him just us having amazing conversations.
Yeah.
Us just talking about how we really feel about things, and I don't really get to talk to teachers like that at all, and it just feels very nice to just talk to someone one-on-one.
Cool. Very, very good. Skittles, Sweet Tarts, or Smarties? You had to pick just one.
Can I choose, like, can I pick a certain kind of
Yeah.
the Sweet Tart Ropes?
Sweet Tart Ropes.
Yes,
Okay.
those are amazing.
Okay. Sweet Tart Ropes. What would be your graphic design dream job?
My graphic design dream job would probably be working at a game company. So,
okay.
as like, I don't
Maybe
know.
doing cover art for
Cover
video
art,
games, stuff like that.
character design, logo
Yeah.
design. I would just want to be working with people for that because really what I want to take out of my career and rather I mean, of course, like having a stable life and financial freedom and all that, but what I want out of the career itself is for me to create something or help create something that someone in the world will remember and positively think about. That's what I want. I don't care if people know who made it. I don't care if they remember me at all. I just want them to remember what I did.
Awesome. Very, very good. Favorite band?
Gorillas.
Gorillas.
Yeah.
Nice choice.
It's very much. I am very much a person that never really had a favorite band. I would kind of just pick and choose songs that I liked. Like I like Get Lucky, but I don't like Daft Punk.
Okay.
I like Bohemian Rhapsody, but I don't really like Queen. I like I'm Still Standing, but I don't really like Elton John.
Okay.
But with Gorillaz, it was just
Whole catalog of
something clicked, and I just loved their whole catalog. It was, I actually know specifically the year that I discovered them. It was 2016 because that's when they came back from like probably from like a 4 or 5 year hiatus. And first I discovered them because they had these commercials that were very interesting and just always doing something different. But I'm not very proud of this. You know, the Trolls movie?
Yes.
They had one of their songs in that, and I just heard the beat of it in the song lyrics, and it was just something, it just felt different, and that very much describes Gorillaz. Different.
They are very different. Favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Ooh.
Ooh.
That really just depends on when you ask me. I could very much.
Favorite movie right now?
Favorite movie right now? Reservoir Dogs.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
What's the better spiel in that movie? Madonna or the waitress?
I think the waitress.
The waitress.
Because I think.
I don't tip.
I don't. That's. I don't.
You mean
tip.
you don't tip?
What do you mean you don't? I don't. You
I
don't
don't believe in it.
I don't believe in it.
That's probably we better stop right there.
Yeah.
Before we quote
It's very
anymore.
much. It's. I think it goes against what you think a movie would be about.
Right.
A movie about a robbery a movie about a robbery that never actually shows the robbery.
Right. Yeah.
And just it's short, it's sweet, it's concise, and it's all it needs to be.
Who would play you in a movie if they make the Cooper Sago movie on Lifetime? Who plays you?
I thought about that.
Yeah. McLovin.
I like.
Oh man.
So
Cooper's
I've
very
kind of
popular in
thought.
this class.
I've kind of thought about that a little
Yeah?
sometimes. I don't really. Sometimes you gotta think about. I mean, you gotta think about two ways, like who looks like you and who would be able to play you.
Right.
And I kind of think part of me thinks that a guy that would do really well is Jesse Eisenberg.
Okay.
'Cause-
yeah, you have some similar mannerisms.
And yeah, well, I mean, not just that, but he can nail the socially awkward person very
Yes, he
well.
can. That's
And
what
also
he
the
does.
guy, I don't think the guy who played Scott Pilgrim was the same person as Jesse Eisenberg, but he would also do very well.
Michael Cera?
Yeah, Michael Cera.
Yeah,
Thank you.
they're very similar.
Yes.
Very similar. Good choices. How long is a fortnight?
What isn't that? it's a few weeks, right?
A few weeks. No, I think it's like how long it takes you to shoot the guy on the island, isn't it?
What?
Just making up.
I know. Like I knew where the joke was going, but I didn't like. I wanted to answer it seriously.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. That's why I asked that question in that manner. Best, you're a member of the Scholar Bowl team at North County.
Yeah.
Best Scholar Bowl question you've answered correctly.
Oh, no, that's like so many. There's a lot. If
Yeah.
usually that would be something like, oh, it's hard to say, but we were in Potosi. It was actually it was Potosi, and it was last year. And it asked the name for a British barrel maker, a medieval barrel maker, which is Cooper.
Oh.
Yeah, I had that knowledge ingrained in my brain since like I think primary school, and like it just like happened. So when they said barrel maker, I just like Cooper, correct, and it was just perfect. And like I'm so happy I got that question right, because if I didn't, I would have never forgave myself.
That's true. Aliens, ghosts, neither or both.
Aliens.
There's something over there. You're looking at us.
I'm thinking, jeez, sorry. Part of me wants to believe in ghosts, but I can't. Aliens. Aliens, yes.
Right.
But I don't think we've ever experienced them.
You don't think there are aliens among us?
No, none of that.
Mr.
Aliens
Warner and
among
Mr.
us.
R are aliens?
No, we don't think. I'm not saying the whole they live thing. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Like flying saucers. No. No. None of that is real. But with the size of the universe, it is almost impossible for there not to be at least some form of life. I'm not even saying like little gray men that are much smarter than us. I'm saying like
Bacteria,
just some bacteria or just some little bug or something. Like there has to be something.
Got to be something out there.
Yeah.
All right, last question. We'll get you out of here on this. Besides graphic arts, graphic communications, graphic design, whatever they're calling it, what class would you take at UniTec if you had to take this all over? Can't pick that class. You can pick any other.
Probably this one.
You take this one? Yeah.
Yeah, because while they have a lot of differences, editing and graphic design do have, like video editing and graphic design does have a lot of similarities, because what is the point of editing a video? It's to make all the information clear. It's to make it visually appealing. What is graphic design? It is showing information to people in a visually appealing way. And also, I think the graphic design spoke to the artist in me, but this class speaks to the theater kid in me.
Right.
It speaks to my want to act and to make something. It also this class also speaks to me like wanting to make something, because I thought about being an actor. That would be kind of cool.
It would be cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Very good. Cooper Sago, you're off the hot seat. Congratulations, and thank you for donating your time.
Thank you.
All right, that's Cooper Sago. He's going to go back to class so he can go work on his assignment.
Yeah.
He's a graphic arts, graphic communications, graphic design student in his second year, and he's joining us here on the hot seat on the UniTec Digital Media YouTube channel.
Do I need to like say something to sign out, or?
If you want.
I mean, bye.